Right, Year 10, this is what I'd like you to do today. So I want you to go onto your memrise account, and I want you to spend some time making a memrise. So just as a reminder, if you've never done this before, what you need to do for this is you need to click onto courses, and you then need to create a course. And the course that you're going to create today, or start to create today, is something that you're going to add to over the course of time. And this is going to be called Useful Vocab for Speaking, or something along those lines. So you're going to say that you're teaching French for English speakers. Don't have to put any tags, I don't think. Description, you can just copy that and paste that in. And again, create course. And then we come up with this this page, which has got the opportunity to add words in French and add words in English. Thing is that I want you to be able to use certain vocabulary. So what I need you to do is I need you to go into the bit.ly link that I gave you the other day, which is bit.ly/ French GCSE help. Okay, so bit.ly/ French GCSE help, all in uppercase. Click into this and you get access to the Google Drive that I showed you a couple of days ago. And I've just added a new folder into here, which is called Useful Vocabulary. This is elsewhere, but I thought if I put it into a folder that was called Useful Vocabulary, you couldn't miss it. So what I want you then to do is to open up the Useful Vocabulary folder, like so. And there are two files in there. They're both exactly the same. So one's a PowerPoint and one's a PDF. Depends on what you're looking on as to which one you want to use. If I open up the PDF, then you can then see that this is the PowerPoint that I started to show you about a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, which was useful vocabulary for speaking. It was particularly to do with the photo card, but there's lots of stuff on here that would be relevant to anything else that you do. But we're going to focus on the photo card for the moment. Now what I'd like you to do then is I want you to go through and I want you to pick out phrases that are in this document and then make a memrise out of it. Now actually it's as simple as this. So we've got sur la photo. We can actually highlight that, press Ctrl+C and copy it, go back into our memrise over here and add it, okay, and then go back into where I am. It's in the picture. You can either type it or you can just very, very quickly Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V to paste it. And all you then do is then add another one. After that, another box comes up. That one's already saved. And then you go back and find some more vocabulary. That's what I want you to do for part of today. The other thing that I want you to do is to spend a little bit more time on memrise itself. So this is going back into the group which you joined some time ago. And I think that if I go into my groups, then I'll be able to find out, I'll be able to show you exactly what that looks like. So we're going to skip past, or for me, I've got to skip past all these year 11 ones because that's got quite a lot of stuff in. And I've also got all the year 7 stuff. It's actually all the way down the bottom of this page. We've got the year 9 one that I added, and then the year 11 one, and then the year 10. So these are the ones that I've added for you so far. And the one that I really want you to concentrate on over the next 12 months or so is this one here, which is the AQA GCSE French vocabulary. There's so much vocabulary on there that you can't possibly learn it in a month or 2 weeks before the final exam. You've got to start now if you've not already done so. Those of you who do more memrise will have access to more vocabulary over the longer term, and you'll be able to reproduce it in all of the exams that you do in 12 months time or so. It'll give you more confidence when you're doing the speaking test. You'll be able to pick out more words when you're doing the listening test, and so forth. So I want you to focus on AQA GCSE French vocabulary. There are other ones down there which I attached, and the other ones that are really, really useful are number 11 here, the faux amis, which are the false friends, because that's something else that the examiners are going to try to catch you out on when you do your exams. And number 13 here, the 450 most common French verbs. The reason why it's really important to learn the most common verbs in French, the 450 or so most common. It sounds a lot, but actually it's not. The important thing is, the reason why this is important is because verbs are the stem of lots of other words. So, for example, oublier means to forget, and inoubliable means unforgettable. Okay, so it's things like that. So you learn the verb, you know more around it. So those are the two things that I want you to spend your time on today. And I want you to work on your own on that, and make sure that you do carry on and do that work. Okay, thank you. I'll see you next week.